Welcome to World of Fusion. This is a Part 5 of PCC series, Piston, Crankshaft, Connecting Rod. Currently in this video of Part 5 we're going to model connecting rod, so I'm going to use the same file PCC assembly. If you missed previous session, I have linked them in the description, or you can just dive in now. This does not have to do with previous model. So without further ado, let's get started. Create a component using Create and under Create. You have New Component, or else right-click on the browser. You can create a new component, or else in the Assemble you can select New Component. So there are many ways to create a new component. Let's rename it as Connecting Rod. So make sure you have selected the parent. If you select the parent as Crankshaft, this connecting rod will be created under Crankshaft. Radio button is activated at the top level by default. It will be created under the parent if you activate it. After creating the component, radio button is activated next to connecting rod. It means the component is active. Now you can see the crankshaft faded away. Okay, so if you want you can just hide it, or you can model this in position. That is also fine. But for now, one thing I want to do is inspect the journal diameter. So here I just selected the phase and measure. So diameter is 40 millimeter. Okay, so this is the measurement we have to keep in mind. So I am going to close it. Let's hide the crankshaft and show the origin. Now I'm going to create a sketch. I'm going to share a PDF with you which contain all the dimensions and step-by-step procedure to model the crankshaft. Now create a sketch on front plane. Connecting rod is a symmetric part. We are going to create the half of the part, and we will use mirror to duplicate the other half. I am going to create a line giving the center distance between big and small end. So let the center distance be 110 millimeter. So here I am directly inputting that 110 and say enter. So now we are out of the line command and we go to dimension here. Fine, now I'm going to create an arc. Center point arc. Roughly draw 2 arcs, so just like this. And one more. Okay. And again. These are smaller and... Okay, you get the idea now, I hope. Let this outer dimension be. But before giving dimensions, let's constrain the sketch. I'm going to escape from the arc. Draw a line from here to here. And one more line from here to here. Okay. And make sure that this arc is coinciding with this line. So these two ends are fine. Let's check this one. So this is not coinciding with this line, so let's drag it and make it coincide with this line. Or else you can use this coincidence constraint here. Okay, so this is perfect. So let's check on the other side, that is the smaller end. Yet it is not coincided, so you just have to drag and make sure it is sticking to the line. Then you will find a blue highlight making sure that the constraint is applied. So now this is coincided. So these two ends, yes, they are perfect. Now our sketch is fully given with the relations. Now let's provide the dimensions. D on the keyboard for dimension, or you can select the dimension here. Okay, so previously it was selected this point. Now it is trying to get the dimension between these 2 points. I just want to escape from the selection. Press escape and dimension again. So now it is showing me radius for this arc, but I want it to be diameter. How can I do that? Just right-click and switch to diameter. So now you have the diameter, place it, enter 55. And for the inner radius B, 44 millimeters. So now it is again radius. Okay, if you want to convert, you can convert it, but let it be radius only. Let's say I am going to change that I have the diameter only if you want to change it. Just enter the value divided by 2, then you will get the radius correct. Okay, so this is how you can use the relations inside the dialog box to give the dimensions. So here 32 is the diameter. So 16 for the radius. And it was really tough to select this one because it is too close if that is the situation, if these two overlap each other. What you can do is press escape to get rid of the dimension command and drag this arc. Then apply the dimension. Again D for dimension. Let the radius be 11 millimeters. So now we got two ends, bigger and smaller. Finish the sketch. Home view. Select the two profiles. Extrude. So the thing is here you have to switch the direction to symmetric. And whole length, so measurement be whole length. Distance be 28 millimeters. And operation new body and say OK. So now we got part of bigger and smaller end of connecting rod. We're going to create a sketch for the outer profile. Sketch on this. XZ plane. Draw line. So if you observe, I wanted to select this point, but it is not picking that point. I'm going to press escape, and if you go to your preferences, the general design, auto project edges onto reference, just enable it, apply, say OK. Now it will automatically pick that point, so you see. If there is any geometry, it will try to pick that up and projects it to the current sketch. I'm going to click a point here and one more point. Make sure it is not constrained with any point so you can press. Hold Control on the keyboard to get rid of that. Okay, if it is picking any constraint point. Just a line like this, so make sure you got the perpendicular because we want this line to be perpendicular. Again, one more perpendicular line down. Make sure you come inside here. Perfect. So let's apply some relations now. So I want the midpoint of this line to be vertical with this point, pressing escape. Horizontal, vertical constraint this point. And if you hover, you're unable to pick that point. But if you click on Shift, it will show you that point. Now it just got vertically aligned. Let's give the dimensions. Now select dimension. Distance between these 2 points B. So it should be horizontal distance. Okay, now whatever the distance I am getting, it is inclined. But if you hover over your mouse, you will get the vertical distance 12 millimeters. And this distance be 14 millimeters, and this distance be 50 millimeters. And from this line to this point be 33 millimeters. So now your sketch is fully constrained. This is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Now that you have watched till the end, consider liking and subscribing. If you have any queries, I'll be more than happy to answer them in the comments section. Do follow our Instagram. We will be posting daily quiz, fusion, and tutorial updates. See you in the part 6.